We got merchandise. We got a collab we just did where we got some merchandise we did together. That shit look good too. Real talk. Split Star, what's happening, player? That sound coming through?
Oh, there he is.
There you go.
What's up, brother?
How you doing, loved one?
Man, I'm good. You getting right?
I stay right. You know I had to get right before talking to you, man. I couldn't come on there halfway together.
Oh, it's all good, man. I got my I got my whole crew waiting on me to drink a little whiskey tonight. So
That's
get me
what you
ready for
do.
tomorrow.
You on that whiskey?
Yeah, man. You know that other stuff. I eat too much. I ain't got I ain't got those good genes like you, brother. I blow up like a marshmallow.
I got that Indian blood, so when I drink whiskey, I turn into something different.
Yeah, well, I'm good as long as it's whiskey. Now, if it's tequila or anything like that, then you might as well just leave me alone because
Yes, sir.
it's gonna be a long night for somebody.
You better know it. So, man, you coming up on your 30th anniversary tomorrow?
30, man, that's unbelievable.
You've had a hell of a career. You are the godfather of this thing, man. We love you, man.
Well, I appreciate that, man. You're the godfather. Hey, you got your own. You got 27 coming up for Doggy Style. What, Monday?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, we might as well celebrate together. You know what I'm saying? The Undertaker with the dog.
Game knows game, brother.
In a real way. In a real way. That collab we did look good. I like them shirts, man.
Hey, I'm really happy how they turned out, man. I got the plain simple logo tonight.
I got to rock us both. I got to represent the both of us right there.
There you go. Yeah, that looks good, man. That purple looks that's popping, man.
I heard you was a bike collector because I'm a car collector.
Yeah. I had some. Jeez, I think at one time I had like 15 bikes, and then I was just like, damn, I can't ride but one at a time. But yeah, those bikes beat you up, and I was already getting beat up enough. So,
what's your favorite bike?
I tell you what, Jesse James built me this West Coast chopper back in the day, man. It was stretched out. I called it the Ghost. It was pearl white, had these sick ass flames and skulls on it, like and nobody builds a bike like Jesse James, right?
Jesse James.
Another Long Beach guy, and he that thing was wicked, brother. It was it was nice, man. I hear you got a car that's got a pretty interesting name, man. What's that all about?
Yeah,
Tell
man.
me about the Undertaker.
Hey, man, the Undertaker is special, man. It's like it looked like a hearse, but it just feel like you. My homie named it. You know what I'm saying? When he seen it, he was like, "This motherfucker's the Undertaker." I'm like, "You're right." It just felt like you. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's cold. It shows up when it has to, and it's always big when necessary.
Oh man, I love it, man. I saw a picture of it, brother. It's that's just tight, man. That's like one of my favorite. Hey, one of my favorite shirts is the mural in the hearse. That's next level right there for you, man. You need to do a hearse. You need to do a hearse lowrider.
Don't say it.
That shit
Don't
be,
say it. I'm gonna come pick you up in that motherfucker. Don't say it.
Hey, come on, let's go.
Well,
we got a whole back end to fill up.
Yeah, my car, man, you listening, you hear this shit. We need that hearse lowrider. Put the switches on it, drop him in the back, lift him in the front.
That catch some looks, brother. That catch some looks.
Some real good looks. So I want to talk about a couple of matches when you was on top of that cage and you threw Cuz off that cage. Man, how high was that cage?
That one was, I don't know, 15 foot, I think. It was. Hey, it was too tall to be getting thrown off of. I can tell you that.
That shit was better.
It was better to be the thrower than the throwee.
And then I was at the one that night when you was on the ground, and he thought he was gonna jump on you, and you got up right in time.
Oh, that was in Texas Stadium, right?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. That one was 20 foot.
That one was the way you moved, the way you got up. It was like a split second.
Dude, when you see somebody coming from 20 foot up, you're gonna move. Even my big ass will move. I was like, I'm not gonna be here when he lands. I got to go.
Man, looking back at all of the WrestleManias, which one like sticks out to you? Because I know it's certain records that I made and certain things that are monumental. Which one sticks out to you the most?
It has to be. I mean, if you're gonna narrow it down to one, it's got to be WrestleMania 25 with Shawn Michaels, man. You know that I'm sure you experience the same thing when you're putting music together or whatever you're into. You just know when it's when it's clicking, right?
Right.
And that night, I tell you what, everything was just perfect, and you had that incredible energy coming out of the crowd, and Shawn was at the top of his game, and we were zoned, man. We were in the zone. That's the best example I can ever give anybody of somebody being in the zone. Was that night in Houston, WrestleMania 25, man. It was that was the shit.
We get that, athletes, entertainers, we all get that zone. When we get in that zone, it's like it's hard to explain, but we all get it, and we know when we're in it.
Yeah, and it it's kind of like chasing that dragon too, because once you hit it once,
you want it again.
You want it again, right? And
right.
You don't always get it, but you always strive to get it, and that's what I think kind of keeps us. That's why you're still, after all these years, at the top of the game, and everybody wants a little piece of Snoop, and that's how I've lasted, because I've always, I don't care what I've done, I can still do more, and
right.
That's what kind of if you don't have that mentality, you ain't gonna make it. You're just gonna be a one-hit wonder, or you're gonna be an afterthought. So
right. So who do you think right now? Because they always ask me, like, who do you think you could like pass the baton to, or who you think that's doing something great like you were doing at your age that you feel could take the industry that you in to another level?
Man, I tell you what, it has nothing to do with gimmicks or anything like that, but I enjoy what The Fiend is doing, man. He's like that 2020. He's like that 1990 Undertaker. He's catching everybody off guard and doing stuff that people aren't used to seeing.
Right.
And what he's doing is real savvy too. It's real, it's deep and thought provoking. And if you can do that, everybody can wrestle, but you got to be able to captivate people's imagination. You got to have them invested in what you're doing. And if you don't have that, you just going out there tearing your body up, and you ain't gonna be there long. But I'm real excited about what he's doing, and I think he's he's that next level guy.
I love that. How do you feel about female wrestlers? Because my little cousin Sasha Banks, I took her to WrestleMania years ago, and she fell in love with it, and now she is a wrestler, and I'm watching the women do their thing. How do you feel about the women in the wrestling industry?
Man, she's killing it. She's straight killing it. And that whole division, man. My wife was a wrestler, and she didn't. They didn't put the interest in them at that time. But my wife, she fought like man every day, trying to get that extra minute or just that little bit of recognition. And it's so nice to see the women now. They're getting and to main event WrestleMania and to main event all this stuff and deliver.
Yes.
And that's the thing, right? And deliver. That stuff, with Sasha and Bailey, man, that's good stuff, man. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. That's just good story, good action. It's top level, man. I got no problem with it at all.
I love it. I love to see that the industry can grow and that the women can bring it. Don't just give an opportunity, but when they get the opportunity, they make the most of it.
And they have, for sure, man.
Right. So what's your record at WrestleMania?
Let's see. I went 21, 22, 23 and 2. 23 and 2. I went 21 and 0, and then Brock got me. And then I squeezed out another victory, and then Roman went ahead and kind of put it on me a little bit too. So,
damn, that 20 and 0 was special. That 21 and 0.
Yeah, it was. you know, it kind of took on a life of its own, right? I mean, there was like, okay, here's the main event, but who's going after the streak?
Right. Who want that?
Yeah, you know, I mean, if you don't get the main event, like if you don't win the Rumble, I mean, that was the next thing guys want. Like, I want Undertaker. I want to try and get the streak, and you know, jeez, it was just it put me in a great position, you know, so I didn't have to always take up both those spots because you know, it was an entity all to itself. So, yeah, it was cool, man. It was, you know, yeah, everybody loses sometimes, man.
Right.
You know,
That's part of
it
life.
is what it is, man.
Hey, it ain't a loss, it's a lesson. Everybody takes an L. It's just a lesson. We learn how to
Yeah,
do it better now.
absolutely. You always got to keep learning and keep growing, and you know, it made me adapt to what I was doing, and yeah, that's a great. I'm gonna use that, man. I'm gonna steal that.
Well,
It
you
ain't a
take it
loss;
the
it's a
hard way.
lesson.
It's a lesson. That's all it is.
Hey,
You know
Snoop
what?
Dogg, the poet.
You know what's crazy is that when I'm out and about and I see fans that like me or recognize me, and it's like it's not what you expect. Do you get that when you see fans that aren't what you expect? Like, wow, I didn't know that people like that really love me and really like genuinely know everything about me.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that because, you know, now I've been, obviously, you know, I did the documentary and everybody's kind of got a little peek behind the curtain because I didn't share anything with anybody for, you know, all those years. So I'm out there a little bit more now with my fans, and it's crazy some of the stories that I hear, like how I affected their lives and the things that they were going through personally, and telling me, like, you know, the only reason I got through all that because I knew on Monday night I was going to get the chance to watch. You know, that's heavy shit, man. To know that you know, I think a lot of times artists and athletes, they take for granted the effect that they have on people and how much they mean to people. And it's so humbling, brother, just to have somebody break down and just start crying, telling me their life story and how, you know, they come from this kind of household and this was going on. But, you know, we had TV, and on Monday and Friday nights, you know, it was all about watching you. And it was just like, damn, man. So
And the beauty is that you, me, and people like us who get that position, we end racism because we bring all walks of people together for one cause. And
absolutely.
they don't know how to hate each other when they love the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's great because, you know, if you're a wrestling fan, if you're a music fan, yeah, it unites, man, and that's what we need right now. There's too much division. There's too much, you know. We can all have separate opinions on who's doing what,
right,
but we're still people. We're all the same people, and you know, it's nuts because it used to be, I don't care what party you could still have a conversation, right?
right,
We're at
right.
a point now you can't have a conversation anymore, you know, and it's we got to find more common ground. We got to find common ground in music. We got to find common ground in different genres of entertainment, and quit being so divisive, man, because we're better than that. We're all better than that.
I
And
think we do.
you know, we got to use our platforms, like, you know, not to spew one way or the other, but to unite. That's the thing.
That's what we doing right now. Ain't that beautiful? We doing it. We doing it, and it ain't even nobody made us do it. We doing it because we want to do it, and it's what's necessary. Sometimes you must do what's necessary when you're in that position of power. To
You got to
use
take it. Absolutely, man. I agree 100%. That's straight knowledge right there.
So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull you out of retirement for one more match, a tag team match with me and you, and I got to figure out who we going up against.
All right. Well, let's do this. We'll take somebody. We'll take somebody from the music world, and we'll take somebody from the wrestling world. I'll do that. I'll come out of retirement for that in a heartbeat.
I like that. I like that.
And we're gonna do it at Mania too, when there's people in the crowd.
Yeah, I've been working out, so I want to show off a little something I've been working on.
All right. I want to see that Snoop shuffle. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Man, I love being in that ring, man. You just don't know what that means to be inside of that ring, man. That is a beautiful feeling, man.
That's a lot of energy, isn't it, man? I mean, I know you get it. I mean, you performed in front of millions and millions of people. So
it's a different wrestling energy is different because these people are diehards. And when you come into this world, if you ain't legit, they'll let you know.
yeah, quick.
You understand me? So it's like, you know, to be accepted and to be appreciated, it means a lot because they know that I come from the days of Jimmy Superfly Snooker, Junkyard Dog, and, you know, way back in the days when my grandfather showed me about wrestling in the 70s. So I
Right.
got a long tradition with it. So when I come in it, they know it's official. It ain't me just trying to, you know, be a part of a gimmick, but me really just loving the sport and loving the people that's in it and getting that same feeling back.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I knew you were big time. I knew you were a big time fan when you showed up in was it Orlando? You got you guys had the grill going. Now I know part of what the grill was about, but
Yeah.
but I was like, damn, that man he come to WrestleMania, he just broke out the grill. That's next level shit right there.
But look, that's the same day that I brought Sasha to her first wrestle. That's her first one ever.
That's crazy, man.
She was a little girl. She was like 9 or 10 years old.
That's crazy. That's
So
crazy.
that's the effect that's what I'm trying to say. Like out of my family, you wouldn't even expect that. But my little cousin fell in love with it because her father loved it so much and we loved it so much to where she was like, you know what? Everybody in the family that couldn't be a wrestler, I'm about to go be one and I'm gonna be a good one.
Yeah, no, and she is, man. She's on top of her game right now too. That's cool, man. I didn't know that was the event, but that always stuck out in my head, man. I was walking back to my dressing room and got that damn grill fired up, and I was like, damn, I'm hungry too. That's awesome, man.
We gotta keep it real everywhere we go, dog. You know that. We got to
Hey,
show
I
up
know
and
that.
show out.
There ain't no doubt, man.
That's what we gotta
you
do.
proved that time and time again.
Come on, man. Hey, you know what? All my friends call me the Undertaker of rap, man.
Hey, you could be called a lot worse. That you know why? Because you buried everybody else, dude.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You have buried them all, brother. And when anybody, I don't know. You tell 9 out of 10 people, you say rap, you're the name that comes to their mind first. I guarantee you.
Wow.
And that's just, I mean, you've crossed over so many different genres. The biggest thing is you stayed relevant. You have not relevant. You've stayed more than relevant. And to do that in your industry for 27 years, dude. I mean, hey, I mean, I'm not gonna badmouth anybody, but I mean, you got all the flavor of the weeks come out with one song, they get a little bit of play, and then they're gone. They're gone. You don't hear from them again, dude. 27 years, brother. That's it. Hey, it ain't slowing down either.
No. We just putting our foot on the gas pedal.
Just putting it on. And I'm just trying to find a different car to drive because I done wore the brakes off this one. I got to channel in on some of that Snoop Dogg spirit right there. Get some of that entrepreneurial skill.
Yeah. I'm gonna get with you on that. Show you how to, diversify your portfolio.
I like it, man. I like it.
Yes, sir.
You're proven. That's why I respect that. There's a lot of people talk it. You proved it, man.
Hey, man, I went out there and did it, man. I lost a lot, took a couple of L's for lessons, and then I learned how to do it the right way.
Hey, that's how you grow, man. Yeah. That's what people got to understand. You can't let the L's define you.
Yeah, right. Because
cool,
we all gonna take a few. You're gonna take a few, but what you gonna do to get back?
And it's how you come back.
Right. I want to give a shout out, rest in peace, to your manager, man. I loved him.
Yeah, he was awesome, man. He was so perfect for, he was so instrumental early on in the development of the Undertaker. Because I took a big roll of the dice, and because I looked at everybody else and what they were doing. Everybody else was cutting that normal. Let me tell you something, brother. That over the top, loud shouting shit. Right? That's what everybody was doing. Actually, I know you identify with it because your sound, you were the one that
Laid back.
chilled, right?
Yeah.
You weren't angry.
Nah.
You were chill, and
Right.
that resonated with people, right? And it
Right.
still does to this day. And my approach was like, I'm gonna talk low, I'm gonna talk slow, and when you do that, what do people do?
They pay
They
attention.
lean forward. They want to. They pay attention, right? What's he saying,
Right.
right? And then I had Paul Bear there,
Mm.
who was the complete
He was
opposite,
fucking off the hook. He was off
right?
the fucking chain.
So it was such a cool mix of his high pitched, squealy voice, and then he gets you all worked up, and then you bring in the closer, like, yeah, I'm gonna take your ass and I'm gonna bury you 6 feet under, and worms are gonna eat your rotten soul, and people never like, did he just say that shit? No, he what? And that was just that's. But Paul, man, back to your point, man, Paul's awesome, man. I owe him so much. Just from the development early on. It hurt me. It hurt me when we split up. That wasn't my idea. I thought we had a few years left before, something like that was going to happen. And he's just a good dude too, man. He was just a good dude. Loved to play a practical joke on a brother, man. He was so funny. But
Y'all had more great times than bad times. That's the key.
Yeah.
Way more.
Yeah, all my memories of Paul are fond, man. And you got somebody like that in your life.
He was instrumental to the creation of what you created.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, 100%. And it's funny. A lot of people don't know he was a legit mortician.
What?
Oh, you didn't know that?
Hell no.
No, brother. Check this out. So when I debuted back in '90, right? Brother Love come out with me. So at the time, Brother Love is still working and writing some of the TV shows. So he couldn't come out on the towns with me. So they had to find me a manager. So Rick Rude tells Vince about this guy in Dallas who was Percy Pringle at the time. He said he's a great manager, right? So they're interviewing him to be my manager. So he's got no clue. So during the interview process, Vince does this to everybody. He goes, well, you got any other kind of skills, or, do you play music, or you do this, or you do that? And Paul, he goes, well, I'm a licensed mortician. And the whole room just busts out laughing, right? Because they're looking for a manager for me. It was destiny, man. It was destiny.
That's like a perfect fucking fit.
I mean, are you kidding me? It was supposed to be. So, yeah, man. So he had that bright blonde wrestling manager hair. They made it pitch black, and next thing you know, man, he's Paul Bear, and the rest is history.
That shit was magic. That's called a zone.
Yeah,
like we were talking about earlier. When you find that zone, even before it came to public attention, y'all knew that motherfucker was a zone.
Yeah. We knew right away.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we knew right away. We had something special, and just so fortunate, man. So happy that we got to do that together.
That's a great partnership that created a lot of other partnerships. See, like you said earlier, you don't realize how much you influenced others by y'all doing what y'all did. Y'all made others think yin yang instead of having the manager, wrestlers sound the same. Now we got you this way, I'm that way, because it changed after that.
Oh yeah. It was so. We were so tightly intertwined together. I don't even think people really thought of him as my manager. I mean, they thought it was like, I don't know. It was like Batman and Robin. They were like together. They were. Yeah.
They're inseparable. It's like we depended on seeing y'all together. If y'all weren't together, it didn't feel right.
Yeah, absolutely. And then throw the urn in there.
Woo!
See, that's what. Yeah, there's some good shit in that urn.
Man, I bet it is. You owe me one shot at that at least. Let me pop the top on that one time.
You never come back.
Man, this has been great, man. This has been amazing talking to you, dog.
Dude, I could do this all night, man. And I'm super excited about these shirts, brother. everybody is wearing me out.
Me too. I can't give enough of them away. I'm like, you know what? I ain't giving no more away. Y'all got to buy.
That's where I was going. I was like, damn, man, they're for sale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I know you support me, but goddamn, go buy one or two.
That's all I'm asking.
Man, you buy one, I give you two.
There you go. Just help the cause a little bit. They sent me a couple of boxes to my house. This shit's empty.
Gone.
They're gone.
My people went through my boxes before me and took mine out. Like, wait a minute, I thought this was my box. I'm supposed to take yours out.
What's that all about, man?
Yeah, reverse psychology.
Man, I tell you what, I'm really happy about this, and it's just crazy that, you know, that this come together the way it did, man. Like I said earlier, I think it's game, recognizing game, and
yes, sir.
You know, and I don't ever, you know, I don't ever put my own shit over, but I tell you what, it says something for you. 27 years since Doggy Style. I mean, it's unheard of, man. And you've crossed over so many different platforms and different genres and did different things. Hell, even Corona now. You done made Corona cool.
I'm working, man. I'm working.
You know, people just don't understand. You know, to be in your position for that long, man. It ain't easy, man. And you don't just sit back, and that doesn't just happen without a lot of work. And I just appreciate, you know, I appreciate the collab together, man.
Hey, man, let's do many more. This is the first of many to come.
I think we're on to something.
Yeah, come on, man. We together, we belong with each other, man. Like I say, a lot of my friends really, really love you, man. They love everything about you, like genuinely. So they happy to see me and you conversing. They've been wanting to see this for a long time, and now that you're able to, you know, spread your wings and get your conversation on, this is healthy food for everybody involved.
Yeah, man. We got a lot of work to do, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That don't mean we can't have a little fun while we do it.
Say, man, I don't do nothing unless it's fun. All my jobs is fun.
That's all about. All right, man. Hey, I enjoyed this, brother.
Hey, man, thank you. Anytime you need something from me, my door is always open, and I'm going to leave the back light on for you in case you pull up.
Okay, it goes both ways, man.
Stay on it like you want it. And y'all make sure y'all go get some of that merchandise, man. That Undertaker Snoop Dogg merchandise. It's out right now. Stop asking for free and go get you some.
Go buy you some.
Hello.
Go get it. All right, man.
Be good, loved one. Stay safe. Peace.
Be cool, brother.